Hi everyone, this is Mary Michon from Bensell Greenhouse in Toledo, Ohio. And today I'm going to talk very quickly about some different types of plants like your Sansevieria, your snakes, your aloes, even your ZZs, the Zammococcus zamifolias, which actually just kind of mound off at the base. Or they have rhizomes and they shoot off from underneath the ground and come up. And I just want to talk about briefly care of these and how I recommend people grow these on in their home. So I have a couple snake plants in front of me, some in the 4-inch pots. I have one in our 6-inch pot that's just super full. I've got the little, the rhino snake plant, and I actually have a nice medicine aloe here in front, and then a typical ZZ. And so normally what I recommend when people come in and buy their snake plants is I often recommend that you keep them in their plastic pots. They have beautiful give, and a lot of times you want to grow these so that they are very congested, they're very tight in their pot, and then you can separate them out. And the beauty of a plastic pot is, if you can see this right here, it gets real knobby and it has a lot of give. When you put a plant such as one of these into a ceramic pot, it's stiff, it has no give, and so you tend to not see these new shoots as much as what you would see in a plastic pot. So we like to grow our own plants here. We separate, we cut them, we always are constantly looking at our plants and seeing how we can make more of them. So one of the things that I will do very, very simply is I'll take my snake plants as I see them getting very, very tight, is I will take them out of the pot. This guy is very, very easy. All I'm going to do is come in here, and this little baby already has his own root system. I'm just going to come in here and cut away. Okay, this guy can go back in the pot. I will put some more soil in here, get that going. And nice thing is, when you have a plastic pot, you can easily drop it into something decorative, and it looks really, really pretty like that. I just think that's the best way to grow them. Then what I'll do is I'll take this guy, and let me grab a smaller pot. And this guy, we'll start him in a plastic pot, and we'll start him growing. And when he's big enough, he'll go into a 4-inch, and we'll put him out for sale. The same thing goes for something like this. This is wonderful. There's so much opportunity here. A lot of great roots going on. So I'm going to take this, all right, and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to cut away at that. I'm going to take this out. Now I've got all these starts. They have their own nice root system, and I can basically stick them in a pot too. I can literally get these guys in the pot them up, and now you have a whole new plant. So I think that's the best way to grow these. For something like this, I would take a serrated knife and come in and separate a lot of this out. When you separate it out into very small parts, never put one tiny little piece back into a huge pot. It takes too long for these guys to root out again. And a lot of your plants that grow from the base of the pot, they like to be congested. They do their best. So this guy, we took a few things away, and now he can just be dropped easily into something decorative like that. I think that's beautiful. You would do the same thing with this type of snake. I'm going to take him out of the pot, and this guy can literally just be broken into pieces. I'll put this one back in the pot. He'll go out for sale. He'll get filled in again. And the same thing goes with this. We'll just grab another pot, and we'll start some new ones. So you can do this too in your own home, and keep dividing your plants out. After a while, when they're so congested they need to be divided out, you really need to do this every once in a while, so you'll have an opportunity either to gain more plants for yourself or actually find more plants to share with friends and family. So I'm going to do the same thing with the aloe. I'm literally going to come in here with my scissors, and I think I'm just going to cut this guy in half. Sometimes when you cut these plants in, you do sacrifice a little bit. You might have a flat side for a while, but they'll grow in beautifully. This is a nice looking aloe. A lot of opportunity to separate this guy out into many, many pieces. So I think that's a really, really nice plant to grow on and separate out. And then the same thing goes with the ZZ. So here's our ZZ, and you can already see that this is how we have gained some extra plants with this, because all of the shorter guys in the front, it just tells you that we've actually come in, taken this plant from its pot at some point and separated it, and we've got all these new shoots growing. So I recommend people who buy these plants that have rhizomes that grow up out through the bottom of the pot. They send out numerous tubers. They multiply at the base. These are the plants that I recommend you grow them in plastic. That way you can divide these. You can see that they're growing properly. If they get real gnarly, you know that they're tight in their pot, and there's opportunity for you now to pull it out of the pot and split them, grow them on, give them as gifts, or increase the number of plants that you have in your house. So hopefully this helps and it gives you a good amount of information to grow on your different types of plants like your snakes. This is Mary Michon at Bensell Greenhouse. Thanks for watching.